Hey folks, it's Mike Murphy, and today's quick tip is all about the new safety feature in iOS 11, Do Not Disturb While Driving. This is for all iPhone users with the new operating system iOS 11. Well, in iOS 11, your iPhone can automatically detect that you might be driving. So when Do Not Disturb While Driving is on, incoming notifications like texts and phone calls will be silenced and keep the screen dark so you won't glance down to see who is calling or texting. And notifications are not going to appear on your lock screen, so you're not going to be tempted to take your eyes off the road. So to customize the settings, go into Settings on your iPhone, scroll down and you see a little crescent moon there, Do Not Disturb. Scroll all the way down to the bottom, you see there towards the bottom, Do Not Disturb While Driving. It's set to automatically by default. We'll click on that automatically so we can see the other options. So there's automatically, when connected to car Bluetooth, and manually, okay? So automatically, your iPhone with iOS 11, it's smart enough to automatically detect that you might be driving. I know, you might be in the car as a passenger, but your phone might think that you're driving, right? Well, don't worry, you will get an option to select, I am not driving. Second option, when connected to car Bluetooth. This just gives you a little more control as you are limited to saying, hey, I only want this to turn on when I am using Bluetooth. Okay, and the last option is manually. Manually allows you to turn it on or off whenever you want. You do that by adding the Do Not Disturb While Driving icon to the control center. And we do that in the settings. So I'm going to go back to the main settings here. Okay, we're going to scroll down until we see Control Center. We're going to go to Customize Control. Scroll down until you see Do Not Disturb While Driving and click on the green plus symbol. You can activate the control center anywhere on your iPhone by swiping up. You can see a little card on there. When I click on that, you can see here that you will not receive notifications while you're driving. Okay, in the Do Not Disturb settings at the very bottom, you can set up an auto reply message to tell people that you are driving and you will get back to them later. In fact, it is turned on automatically to go to your favorites. So anytime you're driving and the Do Not Disturb While Driving is activated, all of your favorites are going to get a text message. And if we click this here, this bottom one, you can customize the message. By default, it says I'm driving. Do Not Disturb While Driving is turned on. I'll see your message when I get to where I'm going. That is going to be sent to all of your favorites if you keep it on the default and it's turned on, okay? So you can change this by just tapping into it and changing the text message. So that's easy enough. You can also control who you want it to auto-reply to. So if we click on this, it's currently set to favorites. That's a default. You can choose no one, so no one gets a text message. That's where I have it. You can do recents. Anyone that you've talked to, text or phone in the last 2 days, it'll send it to. Favorites is everyone in your favorites in your contact list. And all contacts is anyone in your contacts list. Okay? Bonus tip for parents of drivers. Okay? It is possible to turn on restrictions for added safety for your teenage drivers. So you can customize the Do Not Disturb While Driving settings on your kids' iPhones. You can turn on the restrictions so they are not able to turn this off. Sorry about that, kids. I'm sure you'll figure out a workaround, but it is a pretty good feature for parents if you want to keep the Do Not Disturb on driving whenever your kids or teenagers are driving. You can do that in the settings and the restrictions. You just enable restrictions. Go find Do Not Disturb While Driving. You do not allow changes. So that is Do Not Disturb for Driving, a great new safety feature in iOS 11 for iPhones. It is on by default to automatically and will auto-reply with a text message to your favorites. But now you know how to control that. But it is a great feature to restrict phone calls, text messages, and notifications and keep the phone dark so you can keep your eyes on the road. And if you are a passenger or you have a Tesla, just let your phone know that you are not driving. Cheers.